Hi there, baby dolls. Today I'm going to do a video about COPPA, which is the online protection law put into force put into force by the American government and the I think they're called the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC branch of the American government. And the reason I'm making this video is because I feel like I'm probably going to end up having to delete like 190 or so of my 200 videos because I feel like the FTC, if they see the thumbnails of my videos, they could decide that these videos have been uploaded to appeal to children, even though I never meant for them to appeal to children. But apparently my say so that the videos aren't meant to appeal to children won't mean anything if the FTC themselves decide that they feel like I have directed those videos at children, in which case I'd be subject to a possible fine of over $42,000 per video, for each video that they felt like appealed to children, which they felt were directed to children. Yes. And that's if I set my videos so that if I set my videos to indicate that I don't mean them to appeal to children, they'll decide, possibly from the looks of the thumbnails of my videos, if they think they are intended to appeal to children, and if they do think my videos are intended to appeal to kids, then I'd possibly get sued, no matter what I say about it, whether they're intended to appeal to children or not. I suppose it's a case of governments and government agencies being able to call us everyday citizens liars and treat us like criminals, even if we genuinely don't intend for our videos to appeal to kids, isn't it? And the reason why people like me would want to indicate that our videos aren't for kids is because if you do indicate that your videos are for kids, then you'll be safe from being sued, I think. But your video will no longer get individualized advertising, I think they call it, and the ability of users to comment on your videos will be removed, and your videos won't appear on searches. So all these factors combined means that your videos, if you choose to indicate that they are geared towards kids, then there's a likelihood that the revenue from such videos will decrease by 60 to 90%, and given the fact that I don't make any money at all right now on YouTube, well, that'll make it even harder for me to start getting monetized. Anyway, enough preamble. First, this is the guide, the survey on compliance for COPPA, the official survey on compliance with COPPA presumably from the American government themselves. And I'm going to scroll down to the part that's most applicable, which is causing most people concern. So we'll find it sooner or later, I think. That's assuming I haven't gone past it already. Never mind, I'll just see if I can find it here. It's hard to read things when you're talking, you see. No, let's see. Yeah, this is it. This is the mouse is going all over the place when I'm trying to stop it. Yeah, so this is. The mouse is going all. I keep twitching when. Okay, so yeah, so this is it. The important part, I think. If your video if your video can be described, like if your video contains such subject matter here, or is presented in such and such a way, then it will possibly be considered geared it'll possibly be considered geared towards kids, the video, which will mean you'll possibly be subject to a $42,000 fine if the FTC workers decide your video is designed to appeal to kids and you haven't set it so that it's meant to appeal to kids in the settings on YouTube. And people have rightfully pointed out that these settings that these factors, this set of criteria that the Federal Trade Commission has highlighted as characteristics for videos which they feel are geared towards kids. People find it ridiculous, and I agree, because according to them, mouse buttons malfunctioning as well, and it keeps hesitating when I try and highlight things. So apparently music, apparently only kids listen to music. Apparently only kids play video games. And apparently only kids are interested in sport. And when I say kids, I'm referring to children under 13, which is that's the definition of a kid according to the RTC. Children 12 and under, anyway, primarily. Yeah, and so apparently fantasy is something that's geared. Apparently, only kids like fantasy as well. To all those adults who like fantasy novels and fantasy video games and want to talk about such passions on YouTube, well, you better watch out. And pets. So this is apparently another thing that only kids like. And this one's gold as well. Products primarily purchased or consumed by kids like snack food and cereal. Yeah, so apparently adults must never eat snack food and cereal. Yes, and language of websites as well. So, if you speak in a simple way using short, colourful descriptions, that's that's considered to be directed at children as well, because obviously the RTC thinks that all adults should be, should be geniuses when it comes to expressing themselves and fill their speech with huge words and tons of eloquence and whatnot. So that their speech is literally dripping with eloquence. I mean, not everyone can be a literal genius, can they? A literate genius. Slang and pop culture phrases are considered to appeal to kids as well. And examples of slang and pop culture phrases are kids only, fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, games, ask your parents and whatnot. So, apparently adults never use words like fun, free stuff, whatever, cool, games, and ask your parents. So, yes, apparently you've got to even be careful what you call your videos in the video titles. So, what I'm going to do here, let's just see how long I've been going. 12 minutes, not bad. So, I'm going to go through my videos now and tell you which ones I think I'll have to take down according to how an RTC worker would probably judge the videos. But first of all, I want to say, with how apparently only kids like I also saw something about popular music at one point, but yeah, the audio content appealing to children, e.g. simple or popular tunes or songs, cartoon voices, childlike noises and sound effects. So apparently only kids listen to popular tunes and songs as well. So yeah, if you're an adult and you like listening to the top 40 songs and musical releases and singles that are out nowadays, you better stop, otherwise you'll have the government accusing you of being a dodgy type with ulterior motives in mind, like you're hoping to attract the attention of kids by listening to popular music or talking about it in videos even. So imagine all of the singers, all of the popular singers and bands and music companies that have videos on YouTube. I wonder if they're all going to be if they're all going to be subject to these COPPA rules as well, and if they're going to be forced to take down their music videos or pay $42,000 fines for saying that they're not geared at children. Because if they do say they're geared at children, they're going to make a lot less money from those videos, and I doubt that music companies and record companies would want that. So, are the government going to come up with some kind of deal or something with record companies, assuming that because they're wealthy record companies, they're trustworthy, and so they're going to let them have their music videos online without suing them? Although I have to say, if that's the case, Why should they be trusted not to have dodgy intentions in mind with kids, but not us regular YouTubers? I mean, in this day and age, there's plenty of rich, wealthy media moguls and celebrities who have been found guilty of being paedophiles nowadays, isn't there? So I really don't see why wealthy record companies and celebrities should get presumptions of innocence while us regular content creators don't get that benefit of the doubt the RTC go when the RTC goes through our videos with a fine-tooth comb deciding what's for kids and what's not. Anyway, I'm going to go through my videos now. I'll try and be as fast as possible, telling you which ones I think the RTC would label as being for kids, because bear in mind, these RTC workers are probably going to be middle-aged and out of touch with society, so they aren't going to really understand pop culture or gaming and know that lots of adults play video games or listen to pop music and whatnot. So I'm going to go through this assuming that the RTC workers are old and sheltered and out of touch with humanity. And I'm going to say what I think they would think upon seeing my video thumbnails when deciding if they're geared to kids or not. So here we go. I dreamed that Karen Reese got assimilated like a Borg drone in my latest video. Now, Karen Reese was a character in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and the Borg were a cybernetic conglomerate, spacefaring conglomerate from Star Trek, and considering the fact that plenty of adults think of Star Trek as being something safe for kids to watch, something to encourage kids to watch even, while I could see RTC workers thinking that I'm trying to appeal to kids by talking about characters from Star Trek and the Borg from Star Trek, especially when you think of how there's Star Trek video games out there, and you get the Borg and possibly Karen and Reese appear in these games. So I'm talking about a TV show and possibly video games by mentioning these characters and aliens conglomerates. So yes, I feel there's a fair possibility the RTC would say this video here is directed towards the kids, so I'd have to take this down in order to avoid risking a $40,000 fine. And this one, how to create temporary doorstops in Half-Life 2. Well, Half-Life 2 is a video game, and even though it's pretty violent, with it being a first-person shooter, chances are an RTC worker would probably assume that kids play violent video games anyway. After all, I played violent video games when I was a kid. So, yes, they might assume this is intended to be geared towards kids as well, especially with how it's a how-to video, an instructional video of how I'm telling users how to create temporary doorstops. And obviously this video of Toy Blast here being all cute and colourful looking, with lots of primary, basic, vibrant colours, and a cute little Amy character in the top left. It's obvious that an FTC worker would see the cute colours and cartoony graphics and think, yes, this is definitely directed towards kids, and this DJ degree, this person hasn't indicated that this is directed towards kids. Yeah, this is definitely another $40,000 fine. Half-Life 2, another video game. They're going to which they're probably going to assume that yeah, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, they're probably going to assume this is directed towards kids with it being a video game. More Toy Blast, they'll assume this is directed towards kids as well. More games, they'll assume these are directed towards kids, all these. They'll assume all these are directed towards kids as well as the Jelly Splash videos, since they're cute and colourful looking as well. They'll assume this birthday video of mine is directed towards kids, since I'm showing off one of my presents, a big jar of Fox's sweets, a big jar of sucky sweets, the kind of things an FTC worker would probably argue appeals to kids, sucky sweets like that. So yeah, they probably argue that this video is intended to appeal to kids as well, especially if I'm talking about birthdays, which is another thing you could argue, which is another thing the FTC could probably argue is meant to appeal towards kids, just the word birthday. And then there's these Tetris battle videos. Although Tetris can be a very intellectual, challenging game, and it can be ferociously competitive at the highest levels, there's definitely young kids who play it as well. And an FTC worker who doesn't know anything about the game will probably see all the bright, multicoloured boxes in the game and decide for themselves that this was geared towards kids as well, with how it's a game and very colourful, even though they'd probably be ignorant as to the nature of the game or how hard and tricky it can be, just like how hard and tricky Toy Blast and Jelly Splash can be as well. Yeah, so here's another Jelly Splash video that I'll probably have to remove, as well as all these. I'll probably have to remove this as well. As for chess, I'd say I think I'll have to remove this as well, because it's well known that you get these young child prodigies who play chess who are better than lots of adults, isn't it? And so the FTC, being supposedly so gung-ho about protecting kids, they could probably argue that playing chess in videos is intended to attract the attention of kids as well, since kids can be passionate about chess just like adults can. Toy Blast, yeah, this'll probably be thought to be geared towards kids as well as these other Tetris videos. All these three will be labelled as geared towards kids by the FTC as well, so I'll have to take these down. This one, me talking about all animals probably talked like humans once. Yes, I think I'll have to take this one down as well, because I talk about animals and how they probably talked like humans, and apparently only kids like animals, and talking about animals talking like humans sounds like those cartoons where you get anthropomorphic animals that can talk like humans and in English understandable to humans. So yes, I think you'll say this one's geared towards kids as well, talking about animals, so I'll have to take this one down. Flat Earther has Nightmare About the Sun. I don't think I'll have to take this one. I think this one will be okay because I can't really think of anything that could be considered appealing to kids in this video. Why I prefer to believe the world is flat. I don't think this one would be marked as. I don't think the FTC could come up with anything to suggest this video is intended to get directed at kids either. But all these probably will end up. I'll probably have to take all these down. I'll have to take all these down as well, because this is another colourful, cute looking game. You can see the cute animated faces of the characters in this game that you can choose from. So this will be considered by the FTC. So this will be considered directed towards kids by the FTC as well, probably. So I'd best take this down as well if I want to avoid a $40,000 fine for this one video as well. Why it's evil to thirst for knowledge, baby. I don't know about this one, really. I suppose the FTC could argue that my usage of the word evil is intended to attract kids, since you get lots of dramatic cartoons which talk about the battle between good heroes and evil villains, don't you? So I suppose maybe to be completely safe, I'd possibly have to take this video down as well. Fallout New Vegas Sierra Madre expansion. I think I'd have to take this down as well, because even though it's a scary part of a game, the FTC will probably argue that kids play scary games, and so this is intended to attract kids as well, they'll probably say. Because I played games I found scary when I was a kid as well sometimes. A totally blessed video, this will be taken down. This will have to be taken down as well. Oh, these will have to be taken down. This will have to be taken down as well, because it's a colourful shooter game, and it's a game that wasn't. It's a game that wasn't especially violent either. So and very colourful with vibrant colours, as you can see as well. So they'll argue this is intended for kids as well, probably. Another Fallout New Vegas video that you'll assume that you'll say was guided towards kids, since it's a video game. All these will be marked, all these will have to be taken down as well, because they'll probably say these are that get directed at kids as well. Fallout New Vegas, even though it's an adult-rated shooter game and open world shooter game, the FTC will probably say kids still find opportunities to play it, and therefore they'll say kids are attracted to this video, so I'll be getting into trouble if I don't mark this one as being guided towards kids as well. Same with this Fallout New Vegas video as well. Then getting onto these Half-Life 1 videos, they'll probably say these are intended to be directed at children, since as you can see, it's very colourful, and this alien Vortigaunt's enemy here looks more colourful and cute than scary, doesn't he? So yeah, they'll probably say the FTC will probably say this video is geared towards kids as well, so I'll have to take this one down. And then these two, they'll say I've got these two, I'll probably have to take these two down too. I'll probably have to take all these down, and all these. I'll probably have to take this one down as well. This one, OCD Gamer's Journey to Washboard Abs Part 2. I think so long as I take the word gamer out of so long as I take the word gamers out of the title, this one could be okay, because I don't think kids obsess with fitness quite like adults do they? So I think there's a good possibility that I don't think there's much possibility the FTC could say this is geared at kids, this one, as long as they take gamers out of the title. Since they'll probably say the word gamers in the title is meant to attract kids. Yeah, these three will be. I'll have to take these three down. I'll have to take all these down and all these. I'll have to take all these down and all these and all these. I'll have to take all these down, all these three anyway. Don't think I'll have to take this one down since it's about fitness. And as I've said before, don't think kids are quite as passionate about fitness as adults, are they? I might have to watch these videos though and pay attention to things pay attention to things in the background, and also make sure I don't say things that might appeal to that might appeal to kids, because I'm not sure how intensely FTC workers will scrutinise the videos. I've heard some people saying they think the FTC workers will only look at the thumbnails of videos when deciding if they're meant to appeal to kids or not, but I suppose there's a chance they could watch them as well, but there's other people who say they think it's absolutely ludicrous, the thought of FTC workers watching through every video that gets uploaded to YouTube, because it'd be an impossible task really with the sheer volume uploaded. But with the conference video I've seen parts of with the spokesman for the FTC talking about it, he says that the FTC does have the resources and means to go through all of the millions of YouTube channels and all of the videos on YouTube, so I don't really think it'd be safe really to make assumptions that they aren't going to watch videos, meaning that you'll be safe from prosecution so long as the thumbnail doesn't appear like it's guided to children anyway. So if parts of the actual video contain things that could be interpreted as being directed towards kids, I think you're playing with fire really if you leave the videos up hoping to still make money, just because the thumbnail doesn't look like it's guided towards kids. Anyway, I'll keep on going. Another Toy Blast video, this will have to be taken down. These videos were a talk about cutting off the matted parts of my hair. I think at least one of these will have to be taken down, and that's because I remember saying in one of these, after cutting a big chunk of matted hair off my head, I said something like, I've made another bird's nest, implying that the matted hair is like could be used by birds to be a bird's nest. And because birds are animals, and because birds are sometimes pets, I suppose the FTC could argue that talking about birds in the video briefly means I was intending for the video to attract attention from kids, meaning I'll have to take one of these down in which I said that in order to avoid prosecution. These are more game videos that I'd have to take down. I'd have to take all these down and all these and all these. Yeah, and these Disney games, notice how cute and colourful and cartoony these look, and how the main character is a cute anthropomorphic egg character called Dizzy who smiles all the time and has a cute face. It's obvious the FTC will say these are geared towards kids, so I'll have to take these down as well. And the reason why I'm going to take the videos down as opposed to labeling them for kids is because I never actually intended for them to be kids, and because I'm a Christian, I'd essentially be lying if I chose the option saying they're geared towards kids. And we all know we all know that Christians aren't supposed to lie according to the Bible, so I'll be taking the videos down rather than lying and saying they're geared towards kids just so that the videos can stay up and get a fraction of the views they normally would. So yes, Panda Pop, you can see this is a cute, colourful game with a cute panda character as the main protagonist, and you have to rescue baby pandas as well. So yes, obviously the FTC would say these videos are geared towards kids as well as all these Tetris videos and this one, message to Kezia Noble and Nana Visitor. Um, Kezia Noble is a dating instructor, so I don't think it's possible that the FTC could say this one's geared towards kids, since kids aren't going to be interested in dating instructors. And Nana Visitor, she's an actor. She played a prominent role in Star Trek: Deep Space Nine, but she's also been an actor in many other things as well. So I don't really think that the FTC could say this one's geared towards kids with how I'm just talking about two actors, even though even though I'm talking about famous people, even though one of them's an actress who's been in a show that could be considered a kids show in Star Trek, since kids have been known to watch Star Trek series. So this one might be safe to leave up. Good thing too, since it's got so many views. Tetris, this will have to be taken down. A Google cricket game. Obviously, the FTC will look at this cute, colourful game with the cute animated characters and decide that and they'll say this video's geared towards kids as well, so I'll have to take this one down. I have to take all these Tetris videos down, and of course I'll have to take this Sonic game video down, because look how cute and colourful it is with the flowers, with the bright colourful flowers, and all the cute little furry bunny rabbits jumping out of Dr. Robotnik's trap. So yeah, an FTC worker would be absolutely adamant that this is geared towards kids, wouldn't they? Yeah. Another Dizzy game. These will all have to be taken down. This will have to be taken down. These three will have to be taken down. This is a zombie game that I once played. So I suppose this could be said to be scary, but given that it wasn't all that realistic, and given that it was a short game that can easily be got into and not requiring requiring much of an attention span, I suppose the FTC could say this video is geared towards kids as well and only needs to be taken down. Jelly Splash, this needs to be taken down as well. Ivan Drago, Justice Enforcer, even though it's a violent game and blood flies around everywhere, you can see it uses lots of bold, vibrant primary colours. So the FTC had argued this is for kids as well, so this will have to go down. All these old Tetris videos will have to be taken down. Unboxing. These two unboxing videos here. One of them will be safe, I think, but as possible, both will have to be taken down, because I remember in one of them, the box that I showed on camera had cute little drawings of animated characters on it, indicating the various uses of one of the products. So chances are FTC workers could say those cute characters on the box are intended to appeal to kids in the video as well. So I'd have to take that video down. Possibly a Valentine's Day game. A Valentine's Day game that I played on Google once. Well, as you can see, it's cute and colourful, and you controlled a cute animal in it as well, a cute cartoony animal. So I'd have to take this one down as well. Sonic 1 again, yes, I'd have to take this down. Panda Pop, I'd have to take this down. Tetris, I'd have to take this down. I'd have to take these four down. I'd possibly have to take this one down. Since I mentioned the word Yeti in the title, and because Yetis are mythological creatures which possibly sometimes appear in cartoons, maybe, I suppose the FTC could argue that by using the word Yeti, I'm appealing to kids with this video as well, regardless of the fact that the word Yeti is just the name of the microphone that I was unboxing in this video. But you can't really expect the FTC workers to know that the Yeti name is a brand of microphone, can you? So I'd best take this one down to be safe as well. These dizzy ones are to take down. Panda Pop are to take down. I mean, you can see the cute chimp character there on the screen, plain as day, can't you? I have to take these three down. Winter is coming. I think I'll have to take this one down as well, because winter is coming is a catchphrase from the popular Game of Thrones TV series. And considering Game of Thrones has game in the title, the FTC could probably argue that that's a kids' show, that kids are attracted to that show, and therefore kids would be attracted to my video in which I use a catchphrase from that show as well. And I think there's Game of Thrones video games out there as well, so the FTC could possibly argue that the kids play those Game of Thrones games, and that I'm intending to, and they'll probably argue that I'm intending to attract kids with this video, referring to Game of Thrones with that catchphrase. This will have to go down as well, because you can quite clearly see the big, cute jellyfish character in the middle of the screen there, can't you? Which the FTC will obviously claim is geared towards kids. So I'll have to take this down. I'll have to take all these down. I'll have to take all these down. I'll have to take these two down. This was a Google Halloween game I once played. The FTC will probably argue that kids love Halloween and kids love games, and kids love ghosts as well, so they'll probably argue that this video was intended. They'll probably argue this video was intended to attract kids as well, so I'll have to take this one down. I'll have to take this one down. Marina Sirtis blocks me. Well, given that Marina Sirtis is an actress, and given that she appeared in Star Trek, I don't think that'd be enough for them to say this is geared towards kids, without Marina Sirtis has appeared in many other things as well. but I'll probably have to watch it and look carefully at the background to make sure there's nothing in the background which the FTC could possibly say is intended to attract kids. A video of cats. Well, given that apparently only kids love cats and animals, I'll probably have to take this one down, since they'll say the FTC will claim this is intended to attract kids without there's cats in it. My thoughts on the NHL playoffs, unfortunate turns. Well, given that the NHL is the ice hockey league of America and Canada, and given that hockey is a sport, and apparently only kids like sports, according to the FTC, they'll possibly argue that these videos are intended to attract kids talking about the NHL. Therefore, I'll best take these ones down in order to be safe as well. My entry to my yearbook funniest pickup line contest. This one might be safe, I think, although I'd best watch it and study the background, because I used to store my console games on those shelves and PC games, and FTC workers who possibly watch the video and see the video games in the background could possibly say the video is intended to attract kids, since there's video games visible in the background. So I'll possibly have to take this one down as well. Stage A goes out for a walk. I think this one will be safe. I don't think there's anything here in this video that they could say attracts kids. Stage A is saddened by Karen's deletion from my yearbook. I don't think the FTC could say anything about this one attracts kids, but I'd best watch it to be sure. Stage A talks about Flyers win over Pens with Crosby. Well, given that the Flyers and the Penguins are hockey teams, and given Crosby's a hockey player, and hockey's a sport, the FTC thinks only kids like sports, therefore it's probably say this is meant to attract kids, therefore it's best take this one down. So Stage A addresses my yearbook. I think this one would be safe to leave up. Don't think there's anything that could be claimed to attract kids about this one. If anything, I think my face had scared them away. Stage A sings the brand new Harry's Midnight at the Oasis. Well, given that Midnight at the Oasis was a popular song, a popular mainstream song by popular mainstream band, Brand New Heavies, I think I'll have to take this one down, since the FTC seems to think only kids like popular music. So I'd best take this one down to be safe as well. Stage A discusses Rate My Body. Well, I don't think kids would have been interested in a site like Rate My Body, given that it was an adult meat market type site. So I think this one could possibly be safe, although look at that colourful box on top of those floppy disks. Suppose the FTC, if they determined, could say that means the video's intended to attract kids because there's a colourful little box on display there. My throat's starting to act up because of all this talking. Anyway, even though I'll leave my channel up, if I end up taking all these videos down, which I'll probably have to do if COPPA isn't changed or amended before it goes into force, yeah, I'll possibly just have like 10 videos left out of my 201, and I won't be uploading anymore if COPPA goes into force, since I don't want the stress of having to carefully plan my videos to make sure I don't say anything or in order to make sure that nothing appears in the video that could be considered attractive to kids. I don't want to have to so painstakingly walk on eggshells like that just to make videos to try and profit with my channel. So this will possibly be the end of my channel if COPPA goes into force as it is now. Well, I just made this video to try and alert people who think they might be safe just because they make gaming videos and whatnot. So yeah, don't think my throat can take much more, so I'd best bring this video to a conclusion. So this is possibly going to be my last video ever, so goodbye for good, my friends and family. Well, not family, but goodbye for good, YouTube. Bye.